ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to rumble!
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. Well, good evening now to the Toon Review. After today's absolutely stupendous victory over Norwich at Carrow Road today, which finished Norwich City 0, Newcastle United 3. Thank you to everybody that joined me for the watch along over 1,200 at one stage, which was just incredible. So it blew my mind. So thank you everybody for that. Tonight, we will immediately go into picking the bones out of the performance. First of all, we've got a £10 super sticker coming from Ronald Turnbull. So thank you very much, Ronald. Much appreciated. This is the side we went with. Danielle, were you a bit surprised?
No, I wasn't surprised. Right. I was surprised that because I'd predicted that Manquillo might come in for Kraft and that you would be given a rest. But I kind of assumed that Lascelles would be in. That would see Joe Willock. The surprise for me was no Miggy to start. Yeah, I think.
Have to say I was surprised about that.
And I was just a bit confused into what was going to be happening up front. Was it going to be Willock on a false 9? I wasn't sure what was happening, but overall I wasn't surprised that the likes of Gale didn't get a start, to be quite honest. But yeah, a very surprising team to start the game, but hey, we've got the 3 points.
I must admit I was surprised Gale didn't start. I really was, but I mean, Alex, he put Joe Linton up front first of all, and then as the first 30 minutes was awful, it has to be said. Like, both teams really didn't get going. There was a few opportunities either way, but nothing massive. But then from the time we scored, we took over the game. But Joe had moved back to the left-hand side when he scored that first goal. Maxi had moved back into the middle. But that was explosive. What a finish that was, by the way.
Yeah, what a finisher's strike that was. Nobody can say anything about his striking now. Even the commentary across multiple things was very complimentary. It was mental. But yeah, they tried half an hour to 35 with Joe up top as an experiment. It's possibly unfair to judge that as well, because that was Norwich's game plan, to absolutely press us to death for half an hour, and they did it. They were so aggressive in the press. So we just had to try and ride that out. And obviously they pressed so hard because they just couldn't do anything for the remainder of the game. They just wore themselves out. So we rode the storm, kept it 0-0. And I tell you what, with Maxi up front on his own hasn't worked because he's isolated. But when he's got runners next to him, that works. That works. That worked really well. And Joe Linton, pressure off, playing a bit more free. I
thought Joe Linton was outstanding today. I mean, the second goal as well, Billy, was, he never stopped running. I mean, he must have had that in his mind that, Murphy is absolutely pathetic at one-on-ones, and might have thought, right, this ball could deflect to me, and it did. And those are the kind of runs that Chris Wood doesn't make. And there you are, Joe Linton's there just to tap it in. I mean, I really wanted. There was when that ball. I mean, Bruno's ball was just sublime.
But
it could have been Willock running onto it, and I think Willock would have scored, to be honest. But never mind, it came to Joe and he tucked it away.
Yeah, and it's. I think it's down to the instinctiveness of it. If he's not got to think about it, he's all right. And swung his boot at the first one. It was a terrific finish. Second one, he's intelligent enough to get into a position where he thought the ball would go. And we've seen Murphy hit the post on countless occasions. That was the kind of place to be, and he took that away nicely as well. And I thought he had an absolute storming game, Joe Linton.
Yeah,
it was like
kind of floating
goal,
around.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and he was kind of floating around, and everything was so fluid in the front three. It was just great to see.
Andy says, did 95% predict Paul would say slap me in the face with a pair of nun's knickers? I have no idea what I said. I really don't. Good evening, V. Gary says, a very good evening, Paul, Alex, Danielle, and Billy. Well, 3 lovely Brazilian goals to celebrate the day. 3 points and a clean sheet. I'm so pleased for Big Joe, most improved player of the season by far. For me, I'll say it now, not just the most improved, but player of the season. There is nobody for me that actually comes near Joe Linton for player of the year. But obviously we'll do that at the end of the season. But he's right up there for me. He's right up there. And I never thought I'd ever say that a couple of years ago, but here we are. We need to buy more Brazilian players. Max is absolutely pumped. Julie, Toon, get in. Majestic says, hey, everyone, what a great win. Love J7. Get in, says Anthony. Lucas Paqueta is a must-buy in the summer, although hope Paul learns how to say his name. I just said it. Paqueta. Was that right, Alex? Paqueta?
It's close enough, yeah.
That'll do, yeah. King Edward says, up the Premier League we go. Andy says, bouncing lads and lassies. A Paqueta in the post for Bruno. 9th place is unreal. 9th place, Danielle.
I can't believe it. Well, actually, I can't believe it because, Eddie Howe has just been a revelation, an absolute revelation for this club. And I think we're sending a few warnings out to other teams above us to say we're coming for you. So you better start your whinging and your complaining now because the clock's ticking. Soon it'll be the end of the season. Then we'll be off shopping. Then the new season begins. And then we'll really start the kind of project now. Fantastic. I can't believe, ninth position.
We gave him a 4-month head start as well, and we're still in 9th.
Exactly.
Just bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. Dave says, like a hot knife through Lurpak butter. Again, no idea that I said it, but good evening, Jim. Evening, Robert. Evening, Finley. Paul Minto says, great win, everyone. Michael says, hi, Paul. Happy birthday. Who? It's not my birthday.
Stu's birthday, I think.
Whose?
I think that's Stu's.
Flyboy? Oh, it is Stu. Yeah, Flyboy. Yeah, it is.
And I think it got confused in the chat, and somebody had said earlier in the watch along, "Happy birthday, Paul," thinking it was your birthday.
Ain't my birthday. Rising D says V. Missed the watch along due to busy work. Gutted, but home and here now. Well, you watch it back for a bit of a good time. Just got back in from the shops. What a brilliant welcome. Yeah, even here in Canada, brilliant. We have a new centre forward. Let's not get too carried away. Craig says, bloody hell, 3 a.m. here in Australia, and I'm buzzing, can't sleep. Well, we won't put you to sleep, but you can enjoy.
I've just gone to buy paint down the road, and I'm humming the Joe Linton song, and all the Polish people are looking at me like I'm a right weirdo.
Brazilian, he only costs 40 million. Brilliant, man.
Those away fans, did you hear the songs
today?
It
was
brilliant. There were some great songs today.
They sang Colaccini, they were singing Amiobi as well, and Love.
I'll tell you what else. We used to sing Going Down to a team that were going down. That's got a bit harsh of that song, hasn't it? You heard the song at the end? Something off to the championship?
Oh, yeah. That was a bit mean.
Yeah, but no. But Alex, when visiting supporters have been to St James's Park this season, they've all sang "Going Down, Going Down." You're the richest club in the world, but you're going down, and all of this crap. And now it's very, very quiet suddenly from that front.
Yeah, I prefer to sing
we
for
get
us
our own
instead
back.
of sing against.
No, we've got to get something back, Alex. We've got to get a big
I don't agree. I'd be
we'll lift the trophy. That's fine. They'll hate that.
Yeah.
I don't think Norwich were singing it to us so long, were they?
No. I don't think they sang anything, did they?
No, they were very well. I don't know. I was doing the watching. I couldn't hear any song. What I did see at the end of the game was when Joe Linton walked into the dressing room. Have you seen that video yet?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant! They'd obviously all gone into the dressing. Joe Linton must have done something for TV because he was, and then as soon as he walked into the dressing room, you could just hear the screams. And yet again, there you go.
Beautiful.
Just awesome, man. I mean, Miggy needs a suntan. There's no doubt about it. He needs a few sunbeds, does Miggy?
He's the palest South American I've ever seen.
Yeah, without a doubt.
That's a good bottle of milk.
Yeah. Oh, look at Bruno, man, at the back there, just next
He
to
loves
Eddie.
life.
Brilliant photo. And again, now it's funny because Eddie Howe said in his press conference that he didn't want these to come out into the public, but now I think it's become a thing where it seems to wind up a lot of opposition supporters, and I find it absolutely hilarious. I really do. It's you just stick it to them all, basically. And there you go. There's Joe Linton finishing off the second one, and just sublime. Just his big size 20s. I love this photo. Just celebrating with the Newcastle fans, and Jamal Lascelles standing there and saying, "Go on, son." And then, of course, Bruno's. I mean, Alex, Tim Krul is a Geordie.
Yeah, he weren't flapping very hard at that chip, was he?
No, but what a terrible pass it was out.
A couple of good saves though from Crawley.
Yeah, he did.
No real mistakes. It could have been 4 if he hadn't have been at the races.
Yeah. Ruvik 225. Thank you very much. Wow. 500 Saudi Arabian. What is it? Riyal.
Riyadh.
Yeah.
No, Riyadh's the capital. I think it's Riyal, Billy.
Riyadh. Yeah. Is it? Right.
500 Riyal. Thank you very much. Really kind. Thank you so much for that.
Riyal, yeah.
It's unbelievable the generosity of these people today has been incredible. Jim guessed the right score. Well done, Jim. I think there's a few in there.
And me, I was 3-0.
Yeah.
You were, yeah.
I was 2-1, but never mind. At least, what did you go for, Danielle? Were you
4-1?
Yes. You weren't far away. 3-0.
No. Getting closer.
Billy, what did you predict?
I was the same as you, 2-1.
Oh, yeah, you were. Yeah. So we predicted a win. There you go. We were all correct.
I predicted Joe Linton to not play, so I got it half right. I got the score right, but I didn't think Joe would play. I thought he'd get rested. Yeah.
We are indeed moving on up. Why do I get the M People song in my head when I hear that? Moving on up. Neil says, get your passport sorted, guys and girls. We're off to Europe next season. That's a little bit optimistic, mate. Neil, to be honest, I think let's just give it another year. Listen, if we did finish in Europe this season, it would be the greatest ever season for any club in the world from where we were.
I have been tweeted about this, Paul. People asking me, saying that if Leicester and West Ham win their respective tournaments, that there is a shout. And yeah, it is mathematically possible to the people asking. Yeah, but
yeah.
It's still a bit of a long shot, and it depends on Leicester and West Ham obviously finishing their dinner, finishing 2 dinners.
Indeed.
We'll see.
Farhad says, if we want to challenge for top 6 next season, we can't have players like Longstaff, Lascelles, and Murphy. Sorry, they're not good enough. Murphy, I think he had listen, Murphy's hand in the first goal was superb. That backheel nutmeg, Kraft then a little touch back to Murphy into St. Maximan. We got a bit lucky because Maxi's pass was terrible. But you know what? It came to Joe and he finished it off. But listen, Longstaff, we have to talk about Sean Longstaff because he was given an opportunity today, Billy, and he didn't take it. I thought he was awful. Some of his passing was rotten. He got knocked off the ball easily. He's just not good enough, is he?
No, he's not. Ponderous. I think he was kind of lucky that he had 2 good performers next to him in Bruno, and I thought Joe Willock played well as well. But Sean Longstaff, no, I'm afraid not. I'm afraid he's too slow. He gives the ball away, and not even hard passes. Some of them are quite easy. I just don't think he's got it anymore.
Yeah, he just, for me, and I said it in commentary, I thought he blew his chance today, and he had a big opportunity to really say to Eddie, I'm still around here. But I think, if there's any chance of Eddie Howe being saying to Sean Longstaff, you're part of next season, it was a big chance this time around, Danielle, and I think he's blown it.
I think he has as well. I think there's no room for him or Matty in our team. I think that, perhaps we should have capitalised, a few years ago when we had the chance and sent him away to Man United for 50 million or whatever.
50 million quid for him.
But no, I mean, I just think that the midfield that we have work together so well that when Longstaff comes in, it just, it just stands out like sore thumb. He's just not good
Listen,
enough.
I'm not saying for 1 second he didn't try, because that's not even.
That's a different discussion, though, isn't it?
Yeah, he tries, but he's just
yeah.
he's not to the level of the players around him.
No, exactly.
And that's only going to get worse for him next season when the even better players come through the door. I mean, Alex, what did you think of Longstaff's performance?
I don't know. I'm disappointed because I really want him to succeed, but I can't. Watching the full match and looking at the stats, it's really hard to defend him. I mean, he got 4 out of 4 long balls, but when you watch the game, it was Bruno dictating play. I mean, I'm not asking him to be at Bruno's level. That's unfair, but he was just being told where to pass, where to go, where to stand. He was a little bit slow. Even Norwich were playing some quite cute triangles around him. And that's not. That's not promising.
He's just too slow. He's slow, and that's not going to improve anytime soon.
It's his contract.
He's slow up here as well. He's slow up here as well. He didn't think where the ball's going to be. He didn't read the ball very well. He's naive, even though he's played 100-odd Premier League games.
But it's the problem. We've got to be more critical because of his contract. If he had 1 or 2 years left, we could say, well, never mind. We'll he can play in the cup. We'll work on him, but his contract's up for renewal right now, and we've got to make a decision right now. And he's just not. He's not giving it. I think we should be really happy, and it's just really sad because I want to see the local lads do well.
Listen,
of course.
I know his dad. I really want Sean to do well. I honestly really, but it's just not happening for him. And look, that's not to say that if he did move, it wouldn't happen for him in another club. I just think, maybe he needs a fresh start somewhere. Just to get going again, because there is a player in there. We've seen it, but it's just not there right now. Darren says, evening everyone, absolutely buzzing. What a time to be a Toon fan. The big six will be shitting themselves. Dean says, loving target. Yeah, he was great again today. Stephen says, so happy we have come from bottom to 9th. What a game. Yeah, brilliant. Eddie, masterclass. We doubted the starting lineup, but he nailed it. That's a funny thing, isn't it? Because quite a few over the last few away games that I've certainly done the commentary on, we've looked at the starting lineup and thought, what's he doing? It doesn't quite look right. And that happened again today. I wasn't sure. There was loads of comments before the kickoff about the team selection, and he's went and done it again, Danielle.
Yeah, I just think, I don't know what it is about us kind of being jittery when we see a team sheet. It happens every time. Something happens that we're not expecting. It's like, right, that's it, we're getting beat today. Or this is a terrible move by Eddie Howe and all the rest of it. But we need to just learn to trust in what he's doing, because clearly he knows them inside out, back to front, and he knows what they can do. He sees them a lot more than we do. He knows what they're capable of. And I know
basically we should just shut up and get on with it. You know what I mean? Let him get on with it. Yeah.
I understand it though, because in the past, and I know we're going back now, and we shouldn't really be going back, but it is, we've just been crapped on from a height, basically, haven't we?
Yeah.
But now we just need to learn to just relax and trust him, because he knows what he's doing.
100%. Chipper says, question for Stato: when was the last time we won a game without a striker?
Palace.
Yeah. No.
Last game.
Oh yeah, because Chris Wood started though.
Wood started, didn't he?
That doesn't say we didn't have a striker, though, does it?
Well,
if you call Chris Wood a striker,
I loved it. Anyway, you were going straight away, pal.
You're a naughty man, Billy Trey.
I mean, it was probably the last time we played with a fancy Maxi up front experiment. So
yeah,
not that long ago.
Anne says, hi all, what a fantastic result and 3 more points. Yippee, great show, Paul. Thanks very much. Kraft was very good. Yeah, he was sound again. Listen, I think he dealt with Pookie really well. Pookie tried to move over to his side in the second half, and Kraft stuck to him brilliantly. I mean, I could turn around and say,
isn't he?
Kraft stuck to him like a cheese slice. Yeah?
Boom, boom.
Yeah?
I love the way you processed that one.
Oh, jeez. Steve Cabbagehead Bruce just called me and said he would have had us in a Champions League spot by now. We might have had 9 points by now if he was still here. That's very debatable. Hi, Paul, Danielle, Alex, Billy. Absolutely brilliant commentary today. How are the lads? Lisa's good evening, all. Super stoked with our team. However, how crap is Longstaff? He looks shite. Wow. Yeah, he needs a new start for me somewhere else. Get going again. It was nice to see Richie come on. I think Richie did all right when he came on, actually. A little bit of a swan song from Matt Ritchie, Alex, and I think he did okay.
Yeah, it's just a shame that the type of game he was trying to play was in swingers to a target man that we've had on the pitch all season, but not today. It was really unfortunate. So he was trying to play the way we could have used. But he did all right. He was aggressive in the tackle. He was making sure he was putting up the triangles. He was putting himself about. He did fine. And it was lovely to see him playing on the right wing, where he's supposed to have played for about 3 years. And he did fine. He did absolutely fine. I'm not sure how long his contract is, but if he's a good voice in the dressing room, is he a good trainer? We've still got lots of cups we want to compete in. It depends what people want to do with the squad size and squad registration, but we've got to keep some people. He did right. If he can do that, then and fill in occasionally, you never know. We'll see.
Yep, indeed,
we've got to keep some of them.
Yeah. Joe says, buzzing, guys. I messaged the Toon Review on Instagram last night. Just wanted to say how much I love watching the videos. All of you are amazing and are the reason why I watch these shows. Up the Toon. Thanks, Joe. Really nice.
Thanks, Joe.
Andrew says, Samba de Janeiro. Woohoo. Spider says, hi, guys. Did I hear Brazil 3, Norwich 0? I said it in January, top 10 is possible, and here we are. Onwards and upwards. Come on, the lads. David says, fun fact, Dubravka has as many clean sheets as De Gea. Listen, our defence has been incredible. 4 games now and only 1 goal conceded. I mean, let's not forget that either. The guys at the back of the team, the back end, have been superb. I mean, look, Jamal Lascelles came in today and, I think, Alex, you made the point about people being, out of the side for a while, yet they've all come back and seem to have dramatically improved. I thought Lascelles was sound today. I think he gave 1 ball away in the first half, but then he was just fine. There was no issue.
He messed up his offside trap once early in the first 10 minutes.
I knew you'd be looking at that.
I was so disappointed in him. As soon as he did it, I went, oh, now I'm going to have to talk about it. Why did you do that? I was gutted. I was just gutted because we've not had a messed up offside trap for like 6 weeks. Not a single one. Not one. Yeah. As soon as he comes back into the team, within 10 minutes, he's the player playing Pookie onside. Or was it Pookie or somebody else? And they nearly scored from that as well.
Yes,
but
he grew into the game. He did grow into the game. Once he settled, he was fine. His passes were better. He was spreading it about with the switches. He did a lot better. He just needs, I think he needs sitting down with the salt and pepper shakers again. Maybe once or twice with Jason Tyndall.
Or just maybe have a word with you, Alex. I'm sure you'll put him right.
Yeah.
The amount of times you've mentioned
definitely not. Massive. Definitely not.
Stu says, evening, Paul, Danielle, Billy and Alex. Fantastic winter day. Onwards and upwards for the Toon. Now push for Europe. Indeed, Stu, and enjoy the rest of your birthday, pal. Have a great time tonight. Love this club. Was working today, but what a score to finish off the day. Beautiful. ASM was floating along the front line. Better way. I thought ASM was good today. I thought he caused Norwich all sorts of problems, and he actually hit a stinging shot. Had that been either side of Tim Krul, that was nestling in the back of the net. But that was his
only shot today. That was his only shot.
Yeah, but how many little layoffs did he do? That was so much better. People were overlapping, and he was laying it off to them, and that was brilliant. That's what I want to see from Maxi.
To the overlap, he was in sync today, much better.
And he worked his nuts off as well.
He did work his nuts off, but the crossing was poor, though, wasn't it? I mean, the crossing today wasn't great again. Yeah, first half was dreadful, the crossing that came in. But hey ho, saying first half, first 30 minutes. I mean, that one, Murphy on the volley from Bruno's ball in. I mean, again, Bruno just picks him out right on his foot. And again, you just expect a better finish. It wasn't great, Billy.
No, it wasn't. And Bruno's going to have to get used to that until we get better players in. And that's why I think he's trying to get himself forward as much as possible. If you want something doing right, do it yourself kind of attitude. And I thought today he was outstanding again. But yeah, Murphy. I found it odd. I know he's played for Norwich. So I found it odd he was kind of clapping the crowd at every opportunity. I wonder if he's going back there in the summer.
Maybe.
I did notice that. A couple of times he went for corners and he was clapping, and then when he came off as sub, he got a he got a massive round of applause. That's interesting, really, isn't it? But he didn't leave. On the other hand, he didn't leave them in any malice or anything like that. He obviously, they accepted he was going to a bigger club, and it's. I think Murphy's level is probably in Norwich. No disrespect to them, but if you know what I mean, he can. If he goes to them in the Championship next year, he'll probably play a big part in getting them back up. It would just frustrate me being a Norwich fan, seeing
they've got no money though. That's the thing. Like the owners have got nothing. They've got nothing.
I'm sure we'd sort it out with a loan.
There's no kind of
I'm sure Delia can cook the books.
Well, Delia didn't come out at half time today when they needed G'ing up, did they?
Nah.
Where are you?
Oh.
Shit, I tell you what, she was looking a bit wrinkled. Did you see the cameras go on her? She's got more wrinkles now than the Hush puppy. Unbelievable.
She looked like Sally sat next to Wurzel Gummies, didn't she?
Yeah.
I don't know that bloke was next to her.
It's
That
starting
has been funny.
Was it?
Things are starting to move south, Delia. It's time to, I don't know. You've got the money, get it raised. Darren says the only person I was disappointed with was Longstaff. He had an opportunity today to show what he offered, but he's about a second behind everyone else. Still though buzzing, and our Samba boys are class. Yes, these Samba boys, the Samba boys. Look at that, man.
Love to see it.
I mean, Bruno just absolutely loves it, doesn't he? He really does. He just loves this club already. Just massively part of his heart, which is fantastic for us.
Been a bit of a Brazil day in the league and total today, hasn't it? With Jesus and Man City getting 4 as well.
Definitely. Anyone seen Goldbridge's tweet
No,
with a salt shaker?
No, I saw it.
What did he
put?
put?
The Bruno thing, is it?
No, it was about Newcastle spending money and all this carry on. A team in December being where they were, good to spend money, etc. That kind of saltiness kind of attitude.
But they
From
signed
Manchester
Ronaldo,
United
Sancho,
supporter.
and Varane.
From Manchester
How
United
much
supporter,
did they spend in the summer?
A lot.
And they want a full rebuild of the whole team.
Honestly, it's unbelievable. If Newcastle United aren't allowed to spend money like the other clubs are. But Danielle,
pathetic,
stay
morons.
calm.
It's moronic. That's what it is.
Yes, it is.
He's just bitter because they lost today and they lost badly. And Bruno, Bruno was bad. Bruno.
Well,
Bruno Panhandle,
Mr. Penalty and everything, didn't he? So
Bruno Panhandle.
Cow to lick my toast. My standout comment from today. Did I really say that?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. Why would it? Never mind. I'm not getting into it. I'm sure Susan's written them all down anyway. She always does. Wagner says, agree, Joe Linton, player of the season. Pure brilliance again from Bruno. What a goal. It wasn't just his goal today. It was just, he is like 3 seconds ahead of anybody else, Alex.
He was just bossing it.
When he plays the passes, if he needs to let it go straight away, he will. But if he needs to hold on to it to let players get into position, he does that as well. He's just class.
Yeah,
pure class.
When we were getting pressed in the first half, the lads were trying to play it up and down a wing, and he was constantly asking for it central because he's always in space as well. He always makes himself available. And then gradually, as the game grew on, they were listening to him. Even Longstaff a few times was gonna go and take the ball, and he went, "Oh no, okay, yeah, I should probably let you do this." And he was just press resistant. He drew 3 fouls. I can't remember at what time it was in the game, but I had a little look at his stats halfway through the game, and he was on 30 out of 30 passes completed. He hadn't dropped a pass yet. He finished on a lot more than that. And it's not just about his pass rate; it's the speed of passes. We get it left to right quicker, which frees up. It makes Murphy look better. It makes Miggy look better. It makes Maxi look better. The ball's just moving quicker. He plays it into space, not into people's feet. It just gets everything moving quickly. It's how better teams play, and he is a feature of a better team, and we've got him already. So, if we had no disrespect to Longstaff, but if we had somebody of Bruno's ilk further, like in midfield as well, that would have looked even more crazy. The passing would have been, that was Eddie's little test for trying to control possession, and Bruno is a huge part of that, playing in Shelby's role as well. Literally,
different role today, wasn't it?
Definitely.
But the fact that he was playing attacking, defending, middle, he was all over again.
He's just everything.
Peter Furbank, thank you for your £4.49 super chat. He says, hello, everyone. Great result. Alex, is Bruno a starter for Brazil? Yes. P.S. I still can't be I can't be a member because of iOS. So sodded. Still love the channel. Listen, Peter, if you go to Instagram and find the Toon Reviews page on there, you just click the link on there, and that'll take you to a site, a desktop site on YouTube that you can actually hit the join button. So if you do that, you'll be able to become a member, mate. Robert Lee says even Tim Sherwood had a lot of praise for the team. Bloody hell! That comes.
And Gary Birtles. Gary Birtles.
Is he still alive?
He was the pundit today.
Was
God,
he?
it's anti-Samaritan. He is. You wouldn't want to bring him up if you were kind of bad, mentally ill. Miserable about everything, but he was the pundit today. God, he was funny. He's funny, though. He's funny to watch, I think. But he praises as well.
I didn't realise he was still alive, Gary Birtles. Ryan says the big six are shitting themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Ninth, I've got a nosebleed, says Winnie Win. 22 points in front of Norwich. Remember when Clark was sent off? 22 points in front of them. Say it loud. Hard to believe. Say it, Danielle. Say it.
22 points, baby.
Yeah, indeed. Recon Dude says top 5 next season. Acknowledge Me says next season target on perm. Who's perm?
Permanent deal.
Oh, permanent deals. Trips and Wilson back and getting Paqueta and Botman. We'll be hunting top 6. Hunting, yes. We are hunting like a great white shark hunts a seal.
This is 9th without Wilson as well.
I know, and Trippier. It's mad. Imagine if Trips and Wilson had been involved, we could have got 7th, or we could have got 7th today. Well, we could be 7th as well. Not sure if Susan is still doing a covert ninja act, but if you're here, hi, covert ninja.
Yeah, she was watching silently in the chat. Earlier in the watch along.
Okay. Hi, Todd, over in the States. Hope you're well, mate. Jordan says Tim Krul is still a Geordie. Absolutely. He'd be disappointed with that. Dan says, is it true that if we finish 9th and Leicester... Yes, we could qualify. It's very complicated, but there could be a qualification there. Listen, if we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. But if we do, then Eddie Howe has to be manager of the season. I don't care who wins the Premier League or Champions League or any bollocks like that. You have to look to what he's done. You simply have to. It's a miracle, Billy.
It is a miracle, but I've been on some great European trips over the years. I can remember Antwerp, like it was yesterday. It was a great day, great night, great week. But I'm not sure we're ready for that yet.
Well, no, listen. I
want us to concentrate on the league next year and qualify for Europe legitimately through our league position, and I think we can do that without the kind of having to play European games.
Yeah, but
let's have a good cup run in England.
You wouldn't say no.
No, I wouldn't say no.
Wouldn't say no, mind.
Wouldn't say no, but I think
if we did make Europe, right, and this is a big if, of course, but if we did, they would spend accordingly and bring in the players accordingly for a European.
Possibly attract bigger players too.
Yeah, we'd have to bring in a bigger squad, obviously, because of the Thursday night thing with the Conference League or Europe, whatever it is. But listen, European nights will be back. Antwerp, that was the Robert Lee hat-trick of headers, wasn't it? Those days need to come back. Wagner, I've seen you complain many times about Disney today. I'm not sure what happened in Brazil, but I think you need to write a very, very, very strongly worded letter to Walt's family and get it sorted, my man. Get it sorted. Gary says a great win, a top 10 team. Perfect start of the weekend from Texas in the USA. We have gone all around the world today, guys. There is no doubt about it. Keith says clear difference now between Newcastle and the relegation zone on points and quality. Yeah, I mean, that just proved today. We are miles ahead now of these relegation teams. And to be honest, all we need now is for the blue half of Liverpool to be relegated, and it will have been a joyous season for us all. Michael says Premier League champions next season. Let's steady on here. Whoa. Let's just take a draw back on those horse handles, mate. Let's not get too carried away.
I understand it though, because we've achieved so much in half a season.
Yeah, but
I understand why people think that.
Yeah, but avoiding relegation to going on to win it. I mean, Leicester did it, to be fair. It is there. Thomas says, I'll teach you how to pronounce Lurpak right. Can I not? Lurpak? It is Lurpak, isn't it?
I think so. I had it on my bacon butty this morning.
Can I beat a bit of Lurpak? Daniel Levy, the Glazers, the Cronkies, etc., and the salty Big Six fans can all take their faces for a shade. Exactly, yes. Ryan. Exactly. Shane says, loving the feeling right now. Paqueta, Botman, Lingard, and a striker will take anyone. How are the lads? Very quiet, Paul. Am I quiet?
No.
No, it's fine.
Doug, I suggest you get your setting sorted, buddy, because I don't sound quiet in me own ear, and I seem to be coming across all right to everyone else. Sorted, Doug. You've had a Sinclair. Best Saturday afternoon watching the watch along. Great commentary, Paul. Thank you. The Clone Lad says, how are the lads? Another great result. Delighted for Big Joe. Fantastic game. Great watch along, Paul. Thank you. I mean, Danielle, where do we go from here? I mean, he's already said that he doesn't want his players taking the foot off the gas now or appearing on the beach or anything like that. He wants to win as many games as he can now in the remainder of the season. Now, obviously, Liverpool, Man City, they're going to be difficult games. I think we can give Liverpool a game on Sunday. I'm not saying we can beat them. I'm saying we can give them a game. We played very well down there. Mike Dean ruined that game as far as I'm concerned. It was his fault.
He ruins everything, doesn't he?
He does.
So...
He ruins life.
Yeah.
But do you think that maybe, Arsenal at home is certainly a winnable game? I don't think Arsenal are anything special right now. They beat Man United today.
I was going to say, I don't know why you're asking me this question, because you know exactly what I'm going to say.
Well, we're going to win every single game this season.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, we might not against City, but we'll give Liverpool a good game.
Yeah.
I think we've rested. We might see trips back. I think we've got the spirit to go and just give it everything we've got, and they always do every single game. So I've got no worries. I think we'll go to Anfield and get something. Oh, sorry, St James's Park and get something.
I'm sure I've already been to Anfield this season.
I'm confused. No,
don't send me back.
I honestly think we'll get something. I think we can hold our heads up anyway, regardless now. We can hold our heads up. What a show we've had for the last half of the season. It's been fantastic. So I say we'll just go and give it our best. That's all we can do.
Without a doubt. We've only lost 2 more Premier League games than Tottenham and Arsenal this season. Incredible.
It is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Considering, as Alex said, the head start we seem to give everybody. It's just immense. We've got over 700 watching it tonight, which is brilliant. Wow. Thank you so much again for spending your time with us for an hour or so. Please do hit the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel and you like what you see. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, which will let you know when we upload or go live. And you can donate to the channel, as so many wonderful people have today. If you hit the $ at the bottom of the live comments, it'll take you through to a payment method that way. We have Craig Wright. Thank you for becoming a member. Not sure if that's a renewal or a brand new membership, mate, but welcome anyway. I need to come up with a new saying for that. Just to say, I'm just going to say become a member, whether it's a renewal or not. I think that's the easiest thing to say. To be honest. Dave says, when the program's over, I'm just going to sit and look at the table for an hour. So how are the lads? I'm going for a takeaway, maybe a KFC.
I'm having a buffet.
Oh,
yeah, it's Fury White tonight, isn't it? So I'm having a buffet.
Yeah, I haven't paid for that. Susan hasn't got PT anyway, but I'm going up there. I'm going to her house tonight. So we're just going to go out for a drive in the nice evening sunshine. Maybe pick up a KFC or something like that, because sometimes she takes me, we go out for a drive and we end up in these dogging parks, and I'm very concerned.
Well, I think you should keep that to yourself.
No, it's not like we do anything. It's like in the winter we went for a few.
Oh, just watch. I'll just watch, yeah?
No, not watch, Billy, at all. Pull into the car park and get the hell out of there as quick as possible, because we bought like fish and chips and stuff, and we're looking for a car park to go and eat, and then we pull in, and then it's freaky. It scared the living crap out of me, so I just got out of there as quick as I could.
Southampton's really rubbed off on you, Paul.
Yeah. I see where you went with that, Alex. Yep, fair enough. Have a look at Bruno's latest tweet, says Tom. I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. I'm not into it.
Does anyone dig that out and see what it says?
I've got Goldbridge's.
Okay.
Goldbridge said, Newcastle's turnaround is an experiment on how you can basically be relegated at Christmas and mid-table by April with billionaire owners.
Are they doing the reverse, are they?
I just don't. Oh, my God. It pisses me off so bad, man. Honestly, just... Neil says that 500 it could be 500 South African rand. No, I believe it is Saudi Arabian Riyal, because I'm sure he's donated before. But let me know anyway. you could be right, Neil, but I think he's donated before. Joe says, love what you guys do. So entertaining. I watch your videos all the time. Up the Toon. All of you are amazing.
Oh,
Once a Geordie, always a Geordie. Great assist from Timmy. Absolutely.
He's tweeted himself in the hat, and he's captioned the magic hat in his own tweet. So he loves it.
Oh, he knows what the magic hat is.
The magic hat.
Magic. He
wears a magic hat.
Yes. Tremendous. You've got to love him, haven't you? David says, I adore the fact that this is a real team. Looked like every man for himself at the start of the season. Now everyone puts in a shift to cover the other lads. Correct. 100%. Good evening, Danielle. Hope you're well. I went 4-0, but good show. How are the lads? V says, well, I was wrong about the scoreline prediction. Really happy about that. Did you go for us to lose, V?
No, maybe she just went for a lower score. Maybe.
Oh, there you go. Cesare says South African Rand is ZAR. I thought I was. It is definitely Saudi Arabian Real. That no doubt about it.
Our Ches. Exactly.
Get it right. Cheers, Ches, for getting back to us with that. Closer to Europe than relegation. Incredible.
Wow.
It's buzzing. I mean, the whole thing, Danielle. It's incredible. And if we look back to that, I'll repeat it again. That fan forum show we did on the week of the takeover, everybody was depressed. We all had tablets on in front of us. We wanted to just end it all. And then all of a sudden, within 48 hours, we've got new owners. And it's just been a journey ever since.
The telling sign for me was when Sinclair was going to stop his watch along halfway through and just go shopping because he was sick of watching Newcastle play. And you know how John loves the live stream, so that's how bad it got. He'd actually almost considered giving up at that point.
Yep.
But yeah, like I said last night, it just honestly feels like a dream. Feels like this is happening to somebody else, and we're just looking in from the outside. But fantastic! Like imagine what we can achieve next season when we don't have the blooming Steve Bruce cabbage face situation happening.
Basil Brush is in the house, guys.
Hiya, Basil.
Julie's replied to Basil. Julie's replied boom boom as well.
Yes.
Jim says we finally got an easy win and no sphincter exercise. Tom says moving on up, Primal Scream played at full time when we win. I'm moving on up now, getting out of the darkness. My light shines on. My light shines on. My light shines on. There you go.
Great song.
Basil, no, we're not getting into that. Just heard Joe Linton speak for the first time in an interview after the game. He's loving life, big smile on his face. Danielle thinks Longstaff is a bit lightweight. I just think he's slow. He's not quick enough. And I don't think he can ever get that back. Has that been the injury, Alex? Do you think it's the injury that he got a couple of years ago? Has that knocked a bit of pace out of him?
Not necessarily. That's not how he played. I mean, if you think back to his best game, it was against Manchester City when Rafa got an absolute masterclass, and it was Hayden and Longstaff absolutely bossed the midfield with physicality and just calmness. And Pep had to sub De Bruyne off because De Bruyne got a yellow, and he was about to get sent off, and we just absolutely smashed them somehow because they just played out of their skin. And he's never had that in his game. If you go back and watch some of the best bits of Rafa when we had Hayden Longstaff as a pair, it was just more about the unit being all physical together. It's very similar to how our unbeaten run started this year. It wasn't necessarily quality. It was Joe Linton, Willock, and Shelvey just putting themselves about and being really aggressive. That's in a similar way what we did with the old midfield. Obviously, our current one has more talent and has grown into it. So,
Minnesota Mag, thank you for becoming a new member. Welcome to the crazy world of the Toon Review. Thought so, Danielle. I'd rather keep Hayden than Longstaff, says Nathan. Jim says Adam Pearson just posted a vid with a header. ASM gave me his match shirt. Look, he saw it if he did. Well, it's about time someone gave him something. He puts it in. And big shout out to Lee as well from Newcastle Fans TV driving down through the night.
5 o'clock this morning.
He did a video as soon as he got there at 5 o'clock in the morning. But not a bad idea putting a mattress and blanket in the back of the car.
Why no?
for a bit of a kip. But well done, Lee, mate. Cracking effort, that. Billy, I've just sent you the Joe Linton video, still buzzing. Eddie had some big decisions come the summer. Yeah, I mean, that's what he's there for. But listen, it'll not be just Eddie. He'll have his whole staff, you know, the owners, they will all be looking around and thinking, right, what can we do? Daniel Zimmerman, thank you for the 5. Switzerland. What's
Swiss francs? Swiss francs?
Could be. Missing Shah, but another great win. Love from Switzerland.
Did he play for Norwich today?
There was a Zimmerman played for Norwich, yes.
Yeah.
He helped out quite a lot.
Davy Durkin, thank you for becoming a new member of the Toon Review. I think that might be a renewal, but welcome to the family again. Geordie says, excellent results seen many times over the years when we play the clubs at the bottom of the league, when we bottle it and come away with an out. But today the lads got the 3 points that we so rightfully deserved. Good point, that, Danielle. We've got so many times we go and play these teams below us or around us, and we absolutely capitulate. But today, we didn't. And, you know, I think we've just proved how good we are this season. Recon Dude, thank you very much for becoming a new member. Welcome to the family. Go on, Danielle.
I think those days are over. Days are over where, you know, we talked about this a while ago where we hadn't won against any of the teams around us at that point, and we were just like, where do we go from here? But now I think we've got faith. We go goal down and nobody's like, oh, it's over, we're done.
Yeah.
Like that fight, they just don't ever give up, and that's the side of a you know, a winning team, not just a winning team, but a cup winning team. Dare I say it, a European team? Dare I say it, a title winning team? That's what
Go on, Danielle. Get in there.
Takes that battling spirit. It does, and we've got it. So we don't need to worry about that now. I'm not getting cocky. I'm just saying, you know.
No, you're just being Danielle, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, we all know now how positive you are now. Gary says, Alex, Bruno didn't complete a pass. Is he unwell? He is still a god, truly god. What? Well,
I think he means that he dropped some. He got 53 out of 56. So he dropped 3 passes in the entire match at 95%.
Sell him now. Sell him. I mean, come on. Jeanette Johnson, thank you for your £5 super chat. Very kind. She says, hi, Paul. I'm a Gateshead girl. 6 years' time. Top of Premier League, NUFC versus the Heed, 80 points. Who wins the league? P.S. George and Zippy, please. Yeah, well, versus the Heed, that would be pretty something else if Gateshead got into the Premier League. Bloody hell. Dave says Longstaff needs to go. He's had too many chances now. He's not good enough. Yeah, I agree. I think we all like a local lad to succeed, but as you guys have stated, he's blown his chance. Yeah, and it's not like we're being nasty about it. We want him to, you know, we want local lads in the team, and we want them to really succeed. But Sean isn't. There's something not there. And you know, when Man United were hovering around, offering the money they did, or quoted the money they did, look, he was on fire. I mean, Sean Longstaff was playing brilliant. I think Sean Longstaff is a number 10 personally, because I remember back to when we thumped Bournemouth down there, if you can remember when it was all behind closed doors. We thumped Bournemouth 4-0, and he started that game in number 10, scored a cracking goal. Unfortunately, got injured, but he looked on fire in that position. And I just think, you know, he should be played further forward. When he's been on loan in the past at Blackpool, he was played as a forward midfielder and scored loads of goals for them. I just don't think he's somebody that you should just sit in the midfield.
No, I agree with you. And I think
that's the problem with all of our midfielders, though. Because everybody's tried to play Hayden further up, and everybody's tried to play Willock backwards, and everybody's tried that with all of them.
Go on, Billy.
I'm just thinking when he runs with the ball gets away from him too much. He doesn't seem to have it under control. Yeah. He passes the ball, and he doesn't often find the person he's trying to pass to. He's slow. He's just not the player he was. I think the injury that he had when he was cooking on full gas has definitely hindered his progress without any shadow of a doubt. Because he looked an absolute prospect then.
Definitely. Fahad says, sorry, Paul, I beg to differ. All Murphy does is stutter and miss. pass or hit the post. We can't be challenging top 6 with such a player. He's no better than Wood. Not top club material. Sorry. Well, that's your opinion, Fahad, and you're very entitled to it. I actually, in a way, agree, because I don't think Murphy's going to be part of the build, if you like. I don't think he's good enough, but he's done okay. He really has. He's done okay. Matthew says, great way for Big Joe to mark 100 games for the Toon. Love the flag as well. Yeah, there was this flag from the fans with 100 appearances on, which was lovely to see. Let's see how Longstaff does over the next few games. He hasn't really had much chance to play over the last few months, but I think a championship loan would do him good. Kenwin,
I don't think we'll see him in the next few games.
I don't think he will. I certainly don't expect him to see him against Liverpool
or
Man City away.
No.
I think they would run rings around him, to be honest. Does Sean Longstaff warrant a new contract? Not in my opinion.
No.
Guys, what do you think?
Not for me, no.
I mean, they're delaying it anyway, aren't they? They keep saying that they're working on it and nothing's happening. So maybe that's on purpose. They're trying to see how it goes, so they can, for the people who do have contracts up, there's no progress. Like 6 weeks ago, they were all saying, we're in talks, and nothing's happened. So it looks like they're purposely waiting. Whether it's from the players' side or the club side, we don't know. But yeah, I
think he might play one more game, and that's against Burnley away.
Possibly,
yeah. And I don't think we'll see him again.
Maybe you're right there, Billy.
Yep. Dan says, every time people question Eddie, he shows them what good it is to question Eddie Howe. Yeah, it is. Cesare says we should get Murphy on more. So many goals come from his misses. Yeah, it's incredible how many he actually doesn't put in the net. David says, if we can get a result against Liverpool, Eddie Howe should get manager of the month again. Apart from the second half against Spurs, he's proved he's up with the best. I don't want him to win manager of the month, because there's a curse on that damn thing.
Yeah, we don't need that again.
Let him just win manager of the year, and then that'll be fine. You're right, Danielle. I was a tad concerned when I seen Lascelles starting, but it just proved, Anyway, it is time now for the player ratings. And today we will start off with you, Danielle, for Martin Dubravka.
I'd give him a 8.
Okay. He did make a very good save from their free kick.
To be fair, I did miss half an hour of the second half. So correct us if I'll get anything,
I think he saved that one from Pookie as well. Pookie was screaming for a corner.
He was.
I think he got a hand on that.
But I think he's reliable. I honestly do, and I think Ryan said on a show through the week, I don't understand why all the shout is for Henderson and all the rest of it. Like, why are people in such a rush to replace Dubravka? I think he's a solid keeper for us.
Listen, one goal against in 4 games. You can't. I mean,
come on, Dubsy.
Yeah, obviously it's a back unit, isn't it? It's a unit, and they've all come together and playing so well. And we said the other night that he seems to be much more confident with who he's got in front of him. And today, any ball that came at the box, he won. He caught, and we move on. So yeah, I'm happy to give him.
He's reading the sweeper situations as well recently.
He is.
Keeps coming out. He is. If people miss, if any of the centre backs have a bit of a wobbly received pass, he's coming out to clear.
Yeah, indeed. Right, I'll go for Emil Kraft at right back, and I'm going to give him a solid 8. I thought he was excellent again. Especially in the second half, Pookie sort of was moving about a lot, and certainly went to Emil Kraft's side a lot in that second half. Emil stuck to him. There was a couple of times that I thought Pookie had got round him, but then all of a sudden he was back there again. He just never gave up, and he was there. So fantastic again from him. Billy, you get the left side with Matty Target.
Well, I've always said he's a 7 or 8 out of 10 player every week. Today he wasn't. Today he was a 9. I thought it was absolutely outstanding. I don't think anyone went past him the whole game. I thought his passing was superb. He was attacking with gusto on that left flank as well. Every opportunity he had. Thought he never put a foot wrong. Absolutely superb. 9 out of 10.
I thought he should have actually, if you remember, he tried to clip a ball back for Joe Linton.
He should have shot, shouldn't he?
He should have shot. And I think he would have scored, because he was at a perfect angle to just bury that. But he was unselfish and tried to clip it to Joe, for Joe to put in for a hat-trick, but obviously it didn't come across like that, but never mind. Julie says, Danielle, I hope Dipsy's okay now.
She's fast asleep.
She's still
So we'll
asleep.
see. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, include. Right. You get Dan Burn, Alex.
Yeah, cracking performance. He was very good at covering because they were trying to do a lot of dinky balls over, and he was just very, very competent at swatting them out of the air. 3 out of 3 aerial duels, 4 interceptions. He's just very intelligent.
Mhm.
He just picks all of these balls out, and people just so tidy.
Yeah.
I mean, what else can I say about him? He just wins his duels, and he's just very, very, very solid.
Yeah.
His numbers are very, very good. He keeps us ticking over at the back. Even though we're missing Shah, we still have a ball playing centre back, and because we never replaced Florian Lejeune when he went and when he couldn't get back from his injury, we just have a ball playing centre back who also happens to be 6'7", and it helps us defensively in the air and offensively. I mean, he had a good little flick on as well in the opposition box that unfortunately nobody was. I think it was Bruno that was near it, and he wasn't quite tall.
They
enough.
nearly scored, didn't he? It was only that far from going in.
Yeah. So I think Byrne gets an 8, solid 8 from me. Did very, very well.
Fair enough. Danielle, the skipper, Jamal Lascelles.
7 from me. I think. I don't think he was at the standard of Dan Burn. I think there was a couple of times he was a bit shaky until he settled into the game. But I think it was nice to see him back. I don't have the kind of feelings I had about him before that I do now. I think he needed a good kind of time out of the team. And he's come back. And will he feature regularly? I don't know. Depends how Shaw's going. But for me, I think it was a 7.
Fair enough. Gerald says another great result. Wow, I'm looking forward to next season. How much do you guys think we will spend? I watch the show all the time, guys. You're producing great content for us fans. Thank you very much. We will be looking at it towards the end of the season, Gerald. So stay tuned for that. We are planning a lot of shows, especially with the transfers. We'll probably be going live every single day of the week. Whether it be all 4 of us or just me or one of the other ones. We will bring you as much as we can when that window is open. So don't worry about that. A lot of good stuff coming up on the channel, as there will be across the board on the other Newcastle channels as well. So, but stay tuned to this one. Bob says, good job, Big Billy, for not vaping. It was a big distraction from your contribution. We now have a big 4.
Absolute bollocks.
Listen, if people want to vape, guys, it's up to them. You know what I mean?
We're all adults.
It doesn't distract from what you're listening to. So, come on. How we'll come on to Eddie Howe in a minute, Andrew. Love from Palestine. Fantastic show for us Newcastle fans. Wow, bloody hell, we are all over the place. Right, where are we up to? Who you just had Lascelles. I will take Bruno this time. 10 for Bruno, as it normally is every single game. There is no reason that Bruno was not a 10 today. He was absolutely superb. Again, just ran the midfield, ran the show. Just a brilliant footballer. Billy, you get Sean Longstaff.
We've just won a 3-0 away, but I'm going to give him a 5 because I thought he was absolutely abysmal.
I actually agree. I don't think he was any better than a 5. He didn't produce. He lost the ball. No, lost the ball many times, and just. He just
for the sake of variety, he did get 4 out of 4 accurate long balls. But no, I do agree with he was poor, but he did do some things.
Yeah, but a lot of the chat are agreeing with a 5 for Longstaff, so we'll go with that.
5.
Right, Alex, you get Mr. Willock.
Mr. Willock.
Now, Willock frustrated me a little bit, and I'll tell you why. Right, there was a couple of times. Once in the in first half, he was down in his own end near the corner, and he beat 2 Norwich players brilliantly. Sprinted away with the ball, okay, and then the pass he gave to Maxi was dreadful, and he did it again later on. But then again, I thought his work rate was tremendous today, and some of the stuff he did with the ball was brilliant.
Yeah, Willock for me is more frustrating to watch than Maxi. Way more frustrating because Willock will beat 1, beat 2, and then forget what sport he's playing, and he'll do that repeatedly. And it's there's so much quality there. With his athleticism, with his build, his physicality, his talent, it's all there. But sometimes sometimes he just looks a bit lanky, and the ball just bounces in different ways, and his passes go awry, and it's just a bit weird. He's 22, so this is workable. Massively good player in there. I really, really despise when he shies away from headers. He did it a couple of times when it bobbled up in the middle, and he backed away from it. I hate that. I don't know if this is an instruction or if he's had an injury that we don't know about in the past, maybe in training. But he don't like going up for headers in the middle, and I'm so confused. I don't understand why he doesn't do it. So if somebody knows if it's an instruction, please tell me, because I'm so confused why he doesn't compete for headers.
Yeah.
But yeah, offensively, I'd like to see him be on the same wavelength a bit more with our offensive players. Because if Murphy and Kraft can do it, then you can do it as well. Like if they can play it through people's legs. I'll give him an 8 because he played the full slog after being out the side. He's not let it get to him. He's come on as a sub and contributed, and he's started again today, and he's done really well. So he deserves an 8. He contributed to the 3-0. So
yep, super. Right, Danielle, you get we're up the front 3 now, aren't we? So you can have Murphy.
I think he contributed to the goals. Obviously not the last one, but definitely I think he did okay. For me, I would have liked to have seen Miggy from the start. Just because I think he's better, in my opinion. Yeah. But I would give him a 7. For me.
I'd go with that. Yep, I would go with a 7. Yeah. Moving across, who am I going to go for? Big Joe.
Oh, do it. Go on, do it. Do it.
Go on, 2 in 1 show, I dare you.
Go on.
10 for Big Joe Linton. I am so proud to be able to say that, and I am so proud. So proud of Big Joe, because he's just immense. The shit that he's taken, including from myself, over the time he's been here. But this season, absolutely bonkers turnaround to a player that now is one of the first names on the team sheet. He is an immense importance to this team. And what a game today. 2 goals. The first one, just absolutely incredible.
That first goal had an XG of 0.15. So the stats gave him no chance of hitting that in the top corner. That's how good it was of a finish.
I mean, the whip he got on it and the curl, it was in the dip.
If you watch it back, he was facing Dubravka.
Yeah.
And you can tell he's been all of this talk about working with an agency and all of this. You can see it. You can see it. The technique. If you go watch the twist and rotation and the welly he put into that. Outrageous.
Brilliant. Yeah. Billy, ASM.
I was really impressed with him today. I thought his work rate, which is something he's usually criticised for, was outstanding. I thought there's one bit of defending he did at the back was superb. I thought he ran all the way across the front line. I thought he operated well in each one of the 3 positions he played. He floated around. I thought he created. I thought his distribution was better. Albeit, I'm going to give him a 9 because I thought he had an absolutely great game today.
Yeah.
No end result, mind, but there was a shot on target. There was a few good passes. There was a good. He was a danger all game to Norwich.
They
were shit scared of him.
The ball off much.
They were shit scared of him. They were shit scared of him.
Oh God, yeah. So a 9 for Maxi. We'll move on to the substitutes now, and who was first to come on? I can't remember.
It was Miggy came on first for Joe at 67 minutes.
Joe. So you get Miggy, Alex.
He did all right. He came on for 23 minutes.
I thought he looked really good. He was playing lovely little triangles with ASM and Bruno when we were sort of keeping the ball in the second half. I thought he did okay.
Yeah. Well, maybe my tone made it sound like he didn't do great. No, he did do very well. He completed 17 out of 17 passes. Energetic. He still looks hungry as well. He does look like there's a bit of a fire that's been lit, and it's still going. He looks angry. He looks hungry. And it was very, very tidy and very aggressive. And I liked that we got to see a bit more of Murphy, but I do agree with Daniel. It would have been nice to have seen him start.
Yeah.
especially
I
with
thought he should have put one on a play for Gale, but near the end. He could have teed Gale up for goal.
Blasted in the roof of the net, didn't he?
I just think we might have got more goals out of that game with Miggy starting because of the as you saw from the Bruno goal. This is what I mentioned in the preview show. That high press, they fall asleep, and you can get a goal from the high press. And I think Miggy would have contributed to that over 90 minutes with like nibbling at their centre backs when they're trying to play out from the back.
Yeah, Danielle, you get Matt Ritchie.
It was nice to see him back on the pitch. It was really nice to see him. How long was he on the pitch for?
15.
He was on the pitch for 15, 16 minutes.
Yeah, I think he did okay. I'd probably give him 7.
Yeah. And for me, Dwight Gale, well, he was
only on a few minutes, wasn't he?
6 or 7 minutes. So I'll give him a straightforward 6. He wasn't on the pitch long enough. Spencer, thank you for your $4.99 super chat. He says 10 out of 10 performance for the Toon Review team. Thank you so much, mate.
Thank you.
Now, Eddie Howe, indeed, we all have to agree on this. Billy, you can start us off on Eddie Howe.
Yeah, I saw a lot of criticism for his lineup before the game. No Gale playing. Certain people were not happy at all. I said, you've got to trust in him. Look at where we are in the league. Don't have any doubts about him. He knows what he's doing. I'll give Eddie a straight 9 today. I thought he was really good.
Yeah. Alex?
I kind of want to give him a 10.
Yes.
Because of his courage to make the changes. He made the changes for the starting 11. And he ignored the calls to go a bit too crazy with the changes. He did exactly what he wanted to do based on who he wanted to see and what the game plan was. And his in-game management was brilliant for dealing with their half an hour of crazy pressing, because Norwich looked really good in the first half an hour. They were sloppy with their in possession, but their pressing was so aggressive.
Well, we weren't that good in the first. We were sloppy as well, but I know what you mean. Yeah,
it's hard to be good. It's hard to put any passes together with the way they were pressing. But he tactically set that up carefully. He knew exactly what was going on. And then the fact that Billy mentioned that Maxi played all three front three positions. The moving Joe Linton over to the left contributed to the goals and the space. It was the on-field management as well as the lineup and the substitution management. Everything was perfect. I can't see how he gets. I can't see anything he did wrong. It's got to be a 10 in my opinion. But
I'm going 10 also. Yeah, Alex has put me up there extra mark 10.
Yeah, fair enough. Yep, no problem. Danielle, it's stupid to ask you, really.
10.
I'll give him a 10 as well, funny enough. So there you go. Eddie Howe scores a 10.
All this nonsense about Bruce, people were mentioning, you can't affect the game once the players are on the pitch, can you? They just do what they do. That was a good demonstration of how you 100% can affect the game from the sidelines, because he's a good manager.
That comment is commonly known as bullshit. You can do it, and Eddie's proved you can. Newcastle United fans, 10 all the way again. Sold allocation out for Norwich away. I mean, it's a horrible trip down there. It is one of the longest trips in the world. That road, when you come past Peterborough, it seems like it's a never-ending road that you're never going to get to Norwich, but you do eventually. So fantastic from the fans. For my subscribers today, I'm also giving them all a 10, and for all the viewers as well, get a 10. It's been a fantastic day for the Toon Review with some extraordinary viewing figures again. Thank you so much to everybody that's joined in and super chatted and everything else that goes with it. This channel is growing, and it's grown very quickly, and it's all because of you guys out there. We will continue to bring the best product we possibly can for all you guys out there. Some big guests coming up very soon, hopefully, and going from strength to strength. So thank you, everybody out there. Thank you to you three as well. And thank you to the mods, of course, who've done an absolutely wonderful job today, given the 2 shows that we've had. So if you have enjoyed, guys, please do hit that like button. If you're new, so please subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let us tell you when we upload videos and we go live, etc., etc. And thank you once again to everybody for today. It's been an absolutely fantastic day for the Toon. If you're a Toon fan, it's actually a great weekend again, which is very strange for us now, celebrating great weekends. We're normally depressed and everything like that. But thank you so much. Now, shows coming up. We haven't got any scheduled yet, but there might be one tomorrow night. Me and Alex will certainly be back on Monday night with some kind of loan transfer show. We're not sure what it is yet. And then Tuesday, fan forum. Wednesday, not sure. Thursday will be the preview of the Liverpool game. And we'll go from there, guys. But there will be videos, of course, during the day as well. But thank you so much for all your viewing today, your comments, your super chats, everything. You're a legends. So we'll see you very soon again on the Toon Review. Be kind, everybody. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Good night.
How are the lads?